Three words. Three words. Prem soon come. Prem soon come. Well, let's change that. Prem, we're here. Prem, we're here. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is the guy. Cole Palmer for Chelsea. Who could have predicted that 14 months ago he would be doing this in the Premier League? A few of you might have, but not everyone. Let's not do that. Let's not do, yeah, I knew Cole Palmer was going to be this guy and da. No, you thought he'd come in, probably be a squad player for a year, show glimpses, and maybe this year have a breakout season. No, he is the guy in the Premier League, and he is now 22 years of age from Manchester. And if you don't know the roots, you're going to know. I am from St. Kitts and Nevis. Born here, but my dad is full St. Kitts and Nevis. Where is Cole Palmer's family from? St. Kitts and Nevis. So big up, Ja. Big up yourself, Cole, because we've got that connection there. And that's why I actually want him to do so well. Marcus Rashford, St. Kitts and Nevis. Cole Palmer, St. Kitts and Nevis. Please come to Manchester United, and that will be the perfect connection. But that ain't happening right now, is it? That ain't happening right now, is it? But Cole Palmer, we've got to talk about this player because 4 goals on the weekend. And look, the truth is, you got Phil Foden, who's the other number 10, the other, golden boy that everyone thought would be the next big thing. And I'm not saying he isn't the next big thing, by the way. He's a player of the year last season. Let's respect it. And Phil Foden is a wonderful player. But he's a player that can't get in the starting 11 for Manchester City right now. And you've got the Chelsea player who's absolutely dazzling in the Premier League already this season. 6 games, 6 goals, 4 of them against Brighton. It doesn't matter how they go in. All the goals matter. Creativity matters. The player himself matters. How good is Cole Palmer? He's going right to the very top. If not, you got to say the best creative midfielder or whatever it is in the league right now. It is simple as that. Foden's majestic, and don't worry, when Foden's back in the starting 11, which will probably be in February, when Pep decides to say, right, I've got to take this stuff serious, who knows? But right now, it's Cole Palmer. What were Manchester City doing? Selling him for that price. He's way over the 100 million mark now. Way over that. Like I said, Prem soon come. Prem, we're here. And now he's over triple figures. He loved the 3 letters. He loved the 3 words, whatever you want to call it. He's all about the threes. He's all about the threes. Because Cole Palmer is doing it all. And there's one thing I love about Cole Palmer, and this is me being honest now. When I look at him as a football player, he's a player that can do it all. And that's what I love. That's what I actually love. When you look at Cole Palmer and actually dive into like what he brings to a football team, what he brings to Chelsea, he's got it all. And I'm talking this, and I'm talking the ball at his feet. Because literally, let's go through like, if you're looking at a midfielder, right, who's creative, you want to see score goals, you want him to see them, pass through the lines, have that guile, have that dribbling. He can do that. Cole Palmer can dribble. So that ultimately means he can ball carry. He can take the ball from one half of the pitch to the other, and he can do that at ease. He's got big strides as well, and he's quite tall. For a creative midfielder, he's deceptively tall. He can shoot. So obviously, as a creative player, you want to be able to shoot, release the trigger sometimes. He can do that. He can pass through the lines. He can create for the forward, for the winger. Him and Madueke, for example. Him and Sancho. Him and Jackson now. He can do that. He can cross the ball. He's shown that he's been like a Kulizeski where he can play out on the right-hand side and they cut in onto their left foot and they put a great ball into the box. He can cross. He can do that. And do you know what I love about him as well? He really believes in himself. He goes onto that pitch and he's got arrogance. He's got aura. And I love that at 22 years of age. He scored against Brighton. And I believe it was to make him go 1-1 or 2-1, whatever it was, right? He just looks at the away fans. Yeah, you lot had your fun. You lot had your party. Yeah, you got to the club early, 10 till 12. I'm here now, 12 till 4. Main event. That was Cole Palmer. And then bang, whips out a free kick. Another skill to his game. I'm not saying he scored loads, but he's shown now I can score free kicks. He had the confidence to wrap that from 30 yards. So when you're looking at Cole Palmer, he's got the mentality. He's got the I'm the best player on this pitch. He's got the arrogance as well. He's got the feistiness, a bit like how Dele Alli used to be at Spurs. Gets into a tackle, squares up to a man. Lets them know, yeah, I'm here. You're not going to take me for a prick at 22 years of age. No, I'm here on this pitch to be counted. And that then filters out into the rest of the Chelsea players. They're like, wow, like Cole Palmer's stepping up to it. Because you want that. You want a bit of grit in your side. You want someone that is not going to be a pushover. You want someone to say, right, guys, let's take this lot on. He really believes in it. So I love the mentality that Cole Palmer's got, considering this is actually only his second full season properly in the Premier League. And maybe that's because he's been around them sort of players at Manchester City in terms of winning mentality. You know, let's not discredit it. He's won big trophies at Manchester City. He was there. He was part of it. Maybe it was bit part and played a cameo, but he's still part of the team. He's on the pitch and he's winning trophies. He's got that to his name. And now he's gone to Chelsea. He's like, right, I've done that. Start of my career. Now I want to do it in the main part of my career at Chelsea. Let's take you back to where you belong at the top. And him and Maresca seem to be just clicking. They seem to be trusting each other. They seem to be believing in it. And that's the big thing. It's not just about Cole Palmer being himself strong mentally and having all the attributes on the pitch. It's like, right, you know, that's a triangle right there. You've got Cole Palmer's ability. You've got the mental side of the game. Now the manager, can you make it click? Can you get it all flowing? Can you get the juices flowing? And he has. Maresca believes in his players. He makes subs when he needs to. He rotates when he needs to. I was really impressed. Just one example, 3-0 up at West Ham, 65th, 70th minute. Jackson, Palmer, you're coming off. You're getting rested. I need you throughout the whole season. I trust the rest of the players to hold out this lead and get the job done. It's not just, oh, you're Cole Palmer. You're going to play 90 minutes every week. No, I love that. And yeah, Cole Palmer might be pissed off and say, oh, why am I coming off? He's doing it for the right reason. But then when you go back out on a pitch, you're hungry. You want to show yourself again. It's the perfect balance at the moment. And look, Chelsea are going to have their worrying times or testing times, should I say. That's what you like to think on paper. But Maresca at the moment is getting things right. You know, Fofana, Colwell at the back, solid, building that relationship, young, energetic, left foot, right foot. You've got Caicedo and Enzo in there, bit of that South American spice. And then you've got a front three of Jackson, who works hard and he's never going to give up. You've got Cole Palmer with the guile. You've got Madueke, who is nice and flary. You know, it's nice. It's what you want. It's the perfect balance. You want people that combination. You got people that complement each other. And Cole Palmer just sitting there right in behind that in front of the back four, just, you know, attacking them, playing through the lines, creating, scoring. It's perfect. And the thing about Cole Palmer is he's only going to get better. And I believe that Maresca is only going to get better as well because he's a manager with a plan. Chelsea look like they're going out on that pitch, and whether they're conceding a couple goals or whatever it is, they're still looking threatening going forward. And there is a plan. And I think it's only going to improve once you get the best out of Enzo and Caicedo, who are very good midfielders. You got Cole Palmer in front of them. That's a great trio. And then they're probably going to sign a couple more players next summer, maybe a proper striker. Not saying that Jackson isn't, but they'll get another number 9 to play with him or battle out for the positions. And then they'll probably go to the fullbacks. And obviously look at the left back situation. Obviously Cucurella's there, but they'll probably get another left back. And you've got Gusto and James. We don't know what's happening with James. So like, you look at what Chelsea are doing around Cole Palmer. They're showing intent as a football club. They've got a manager that also has been at Manchester City, knows how to get the best out of him, knows how he works mentally, has seen him come from the youth. Everything is ticking for Cole Palmer. Ting, 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 ting. And I only see him getting better because he's got that about him. He's got that no complacency feel. I feel like he wants to be the best. Like he just does. You look at him doing interviews, and the guy's just so not media trained, and I love it. He just answers what he thinks. He's just like, yo, I'm here to kick ball. And, you know, a journalist asked him a question, he just answers what he thinks. If it's the right answer, it's the right answer. If the wrong answer, it's the wrong answer. And if it's whatever, it's whatever. Because he's just like, you know what, my job is to play football. I'm good at it, and I want to do my best for Chelsea. And I think Chelsea fans should be loving it right now because that is one of the best signings they're going to make in years. Because he is either going to leave for millions, and Chelsea will get absolutely a bucket loads of money because he's down on a long-term contract now. So they're in a perfect position. Or he stays as long as possible and helps them win trophies. Either way, Chelsea on the box seat right now because they've got probably the best creative midfielder in the league at the moment because Foden's not in the team. So we can't even talk about Foden right now. You've got a man who should be starting for England. You've got a man who's 22. You've got a man who's robust. He's never getting injured. He plays game after game after game. And like I just said to you, he can dribble, he can shoot, he can ball carry, he can cross, take free kicks, take penalties. and he likes to get stuck in, and he's got that mentality, I'm the best on the pitch, and I'm going to show it. What more do you want in a player? Literally, what more could you want in a player? Cole Palmer is the guy now. He's the one that the league have got to be taken seriously. He's the guy that Lee Carsley's got to be looking at and saying, do I have to start him? Is he one of them players that I'm just have to put in the team sheet? Saka, Palmer, Kane, and whoever's on the left, if it's Gordon, whoever. Is that the way we're looking at it now? Because for me, and this is me being totally honest, if I'm Jude Bellingham, no way am I admitting to even my friends that I'm better than Cole Palmer in a 10, because I'm sorry, you're not. Jude Bellingham's great at crashing the box and arriving late and, maybe working hard, you could say. But he's not a natural number 10. He's not one of them number 10s that's going to have that guile, to sip a pass through, twist and turn, get out of trouble, do something magical. Like, unfortunately, that's just not Bellingham. And it's not saying he's crap. He's just not my type of number 10, a Palmer, Odegaard, David Silva, whatever it is, the nice, the technical, aesthetically pleasing. Cole Palmer is a proper number 10, or he can play out wide, of course, but I like him centrally. Gives him the freedom to do what he wants, left, right, central. Let him have that freedom, because he's that type of player. You just give him the keys to your house and say, clean whatever room you want, and he'll clean it. I think Bellingham is one of them players that might hold England back in terms of like going forward in that number 10 role. I think Bellingham could probably play as the number 8, and then you get a proper sitter and just say, look, let's try it. Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, and Cole Palmer in the 10. Why not? Cole Palmer can also play 8 as well, so it's not like you can't try it. But I just think Cole Palmer's putting himself in that position now where it's going to be impossible to leave him at the Chelsea side, which is a nailed on anyway, and to leave him at the England side, because this man's only going to get better and better and better. Now, look, I know the first few games of the season, Cole Palmer wasn't impacting games as much as he should. Bournemouth away, I think, was a good highlight. He was very quiet, didn't have a shot on goal. And I was even watching that game like, yo, what's going on? But the thing is with Cole Palmer, he's not going to be staying down. He might have games like that. He might have, the odd little 2 or 3 game spell where he's a bit quiet. But because he's got so much natural ability, he's always going to rise. He's always going to rise. And that's what I love about Cole Palmer. Whereas I feel like players that might be not as gifted, as technical, who can I throw out there? Man United fan, Bruno Fernandes. When it's coming off, it's coming off. Everything's ticking. It's like bang. But when it doesn't, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Whereas Cole Palmer, when he's not having a good day, still looks fine because he's technically very sound. He's a naturally gifted footballer. So even his bad games are still all right games, if that makes sense, people. So yeah, man, Cole Palmer really is him. And he is the guy for the Premier League. I think he wins Young Player of the Season, probably. It's still early to call, but at the moment, there's not going to be anyone right now over a 38-game season that I feel can be as consistent as him. If there is, let me know in the comments. Shout it out. Let me know. But Chelsea have got really someone to build around now. They've got someone that you can say there's a staple. That's who we're going to build around. We've got him down on a long-term contract, and he's British. It's the perfect blend. And like I said, he's from St. Kitts and Nevis as well. Big up his dad and his family, the heritage. So, yeah, guys, Cole Palmer is the man. You got to respect it. 4 goals, 6 goals in the league already. 4 assists in the Premier League. So that's 10 contributions in 6 games. And last year, we saw it. 22 goals, 11 assists in 33 games. That's consistency. So we look at it. Cole Palmer, 39 games in total last year and this year. 28 goals, 15 assists. 39 games, 28 goals, 15 assists. That's Cole Palmer's record for Chelsea last season and this season. That is consistency. As well as when you're having a worse game, you should say, he's still aesthetically pleasing because he's technically a good footballer. So no matter what, Cole Palmer is delivering on that football pitch week in, week out. He is a star. And it's simple as that. Man City have had a massive cock-up selling him to Chelsea, and now Chelsea have got a man to build around. You either sell him for 150 million, 100 million plus in years to come, or he stays at the football club. And a Cole Palmer staying at the football club probably means one thing. You're going to be successful one way or the other, because he's not going to sit around if Chelsea are not buying the right players or getting the right managers in, if it works out for Maresca, of course, to then reach the top, challenging for the leagues, getting back to trying to compete for the Champions League, because that's where Chelsea are. Let's not get it twisted. Chelsea are a serious club. They know how to win. That's what the fans now of today have seen. I've seen them do. seen them do. So this is a serious footballer, serious consistency, and he's only going to get better. People, like this video, subscribe if you're new to Never a Foul. I hope you enjoyed the content. That was the Cole Palmer show. Like I said, Prem soon come is now Prem we're here. So yeah, it's myself, Tyrone. We are out.